All right, so a pleasant day to all of my students in marketing management third year. Today I'm going to discuss another topic which is about external environment under the subject environmental marketing. And the reason why I'm recording this is because of the delay in our schedule, especially that our classes is scheduled on Friday. Well, let me discuss to you about external environment without further ado. Imagine you're running a lemonade stand. This unit is like looking around your neighborhood to see what's going on. This a hot day. Are there a lot of kids playing outside? This outside stuff that we see is considered external environment. Understanding what's happening around you, like the weather and how many customers there are, will help you make good decisions about your lemonade stand, like how much lemonade to make and how much to charge. This unit will teach you how to do this, looking around for businesses so they can make a good decision too. It's called environmental scanning. At the end of the discussion, let us try to understand the outside world of business by knowing everything that affects a business from outside its own walls. Think of it like all the things happening on the street outside your lemonade stand. You will know the different outside factors due to the factor that there are different things outside that can affect a business, like the weather. Is it hot or is it a cold drink? The economy, how much money people have to spend, and even the new laws. We'll learn about these things and we will see how these outside factors could affect marketing since there are these outside things can affect how businesses sell their products. For example, if it's cold, you might want to advertise hot chocolate instead of lemonade. Businesses sometimes have trouble dealing with what's happening outside. We'll learn about these challenges and how businesses can overcome them. Businesses need to be aware of what's happening outside so they can make good decisions. We will be learning how they do this, kind of like how you scout out your lemonade stand location before setting it up. Imagine you're running a lemonade stand and you have everything you need: a great recipe, a catchy name. We can say that you also have a cute stand. It's very aesthetic, but there are things happening outside your control that can affect your sales. This outside world is called the external environment. Whether it is a hot, sunny day perfect for lemonade, or is it rainy and people might crave something warm instead? Does another kid have a stand selling flavored snow cones nearby? Do people have extra money to spend on treats, or are times tough and they might need to cut back? The external environment is full of things like this. You know very well the things that affect your business but are outside your control. In this unit, we're going to learn all about this external factors and how businesses can deal with them to keep their lemonade or any other product selling. Think about a popular clothing store, like they might have amazing designs and great marketing campaigns, but there are still outside forces that can really affect their business. If the economy weakens, people might have less money to spend on clothes. If a new style suddenly become popular, the store might need to adjust their inventory to keep up. You know, maybe the government raises taxes on imported materials, which could increase the cost of making clothes. These are just some of the examples of the external environment at play. Businesses need to be aware of these factors so they can make smart decisions and stay successful. Understanding a company's environment, like the micro versus the macro environment. Imagine, for example, a company like Coca-Cola. They have a complex world to navigate, both inside and outside their control. Well, the microenvironment, it directly affects them. This is like Coca-Cola's neighborhood where they interact closely with other business and other forces. Companies that provide Coca-Cola with ingredients like sugar, water, flavorings, and packaging materials, cans, bottles are crucial. These are the suppliers. If there's a shortage of sugar or a price hike or an aluminum cans, it can affect Coca-Cola's production cost. There is also competition, like Pepsi Cola is a major competitor in the beverage industry. Like Coca-Cola constantly monitors their marketing strategy and product offerings to stay ahead. Wholesalers and distributors get Coca-Cola products to stores and restaurants. Strong relationship with these partners can really make sure efficient, or we can assure efficient product reach. Coca-Cola prioritizes understanding customer preferences. We can say that they do want more sugar-free options. They want smaller portions. Their choices directly impact product development and marketing campaigns. The company itself, Coca-Cola's internal decisions regarding production, staffing, and management all play a role in their day-to-day operations and success. In terms of macro environment, the broader influences. This is like the bigger city surrounding Coca-Cola's neighborhood with broader economic, social, political forces at play. Economic factor like a strong economy means people have more money to spend on drinks, which benefits Coca-Cola. However, during recession, consumers might cut back on sugary drinks. Socio-cultural factors like health trends toward low sugar options or environmental concerns about plastic waste can influence Coca-Cola to adapt their product offerings and packaging. New technologies like vending machines with digital advertising or online ordering systems can impact how Coca-Cola reaches customers, like government regulations on sugar content, recycling requirements, or even international trade policies can also affect the business of Coca-Cola. Now you can see that these are what we call the microenvironment and the macro environment. Again, the macro environment is like the big picture surrounding a business. It's all the things happening in the wider world that affect every business, not just one specific company. Imagine your business is a little boat sailing on a big ocean. The ocean is the macro environment. The ocean can be calm or stormy. This represents the state of the economy. A strong economy is like calm seas, making it easier for businesses to sail. A weak economy is like a storm, making things more challenging. There are also other things in the ocean that can affect the boat. These are like the different factors in the macro environment, like the big waves. This could be the things like changes in government regulations that businesses need to follow, and strong currents like this could be a sudden increase in the gas prices, which can affect transportation costs for many businesses. It can be a new creatures, like this could represent new technological advancements that businesses might need to adopt in order to compete. Like these are just some of the examples, but the macro environment is constantly changing and impacting all the business, whether it is a small business or a big business in different ways. Businesses need to be aware of what is happening in the ocean so they can adjust their sails and navigate successfully. Now, there are different types of external environment factors. Again, we need to understand the 9 external environment factors. Imagine you're running a bakery and you have this delicious recipe, a friendly staff, a great location, but there's a whole world outside your bakery that can affect your success. These outside forces are called external environment factors, and these are the 9 types of external environment factors that can affect the business. The first one is technological factor. These are like techy stuff, new technology like online ordering application or self-checkout kiosk can change how customer interact with bakery. Well, the economy, which is the economic factor. If the economy is strong, people might buy more treats. During a recession, they might cut back. Laws and regulations, these are political and legal factors. Maybe the government changes the rules on the food, labeling, or increases the minimum wage. These laws can impact your bakery's operation. Who we are, those are demographic factors. As the population ages, you might offer more sugar-free options. You need to understand your customer demographics because it really helps your products. And what we like, social factor, like are these people becoming more health conscious? You might offer more whole wheat bread or vegan pastries. And the competition. These are the competitive factors like how many other bakeries are nearby. What are they offering? Knowing your competition, your competitor helps you stand out. The big world, the global factor. Maybe there is a global shortage of wheat that can affect the flour prices. Global events can impact your bakery's ingredients and cost. Doing what is right. Ethical factors. Are you sourcing ingredients from from sustainable farm? Ethical practices can attract customer who care about these issues. Mother nature. Like natural factor, there is a bad harvest or extreme weather that can affect the food supplies and prices, and being aware of natural risk can help you prepare. All right. So let us try to revisit our example on a lemonade stand. We talked about how the external environment, weather, competition, economy can affect your sales. Now imagine these external factors changing. Like the economic factors, maybe there's a recession and people have less money to spend on treats. Impact could be you might need to lower your lemonade prices, or you can offer smaller sizes to stay competitive. Social factors, perhaps there's a growing trend towards healthy drinks, and the impact you could offer lemonade with less sugar or add healthier options like fruit infused water. Technological factor, you can just imagine a new application to let people order lemonade delivery from various stands. You might consider partnering with app or the app to reach more customer. And of course, imagine you are running a successful toy company. You make amazing toys and business is good. But there are some big challenges you might face in the external environment. The global playground, the challenge of globalization. Suddenly, other countries start making similar toys, maybe even cheaper, especially the China. You might need to find ways to compete, like you focus on unique designs or high quality materials. A world of differences, the challenge of diversity. Your customer base becomes more diverse with people from different cultures and background. You might need to consider offering toys that appeal to different cultural preferences or languages. Playing fair. Challenge of ethics and governance. Maybe there are new laws about safety standards for toys or concerns about fair labor practices in your factory. You need to ensure that your toys meet all the safety regulations and that your manufacturing process is ethical and responsible. There are just, few examples, but these challenges highlight the importance of businesses being adaptable and aware of ever-changing external environment. Now let's proceed to different types of environmental scanning. Imagine you are a pirate captain sailing the high seas. Your ship, the business, needs to reach its destination, which is the word success. But the seas are full of uncharted territories and dangers, which are the external environment. And to navigate safely, you need to constantly scan your surrounding. Environmental scanning is like being a lookout on your pirate ship. It's the process of actively gathering information about the external environment. Spotting the island is like an opportunity. Maybe you see a new island with valuable resources, new market or technology, avoiding the storms, which is the threat. Perhaps you see the dark clouds on the horizon signaling a coming storm, economic downturns, or new regulations. The information helps you, the captain, the business leader, the decision maker, make decisions about your course and avoid problems. How can you scan the environment? You can just read the newspaper every day. News and media analysis, keeping up with the current events with the industry news can reveal trends and potential challenges. You talk to your crew, competitor analysis. You chat with other ships, your competitor, and it can give you insights into their new strategies and weaknesses. You can also use the telescope, market research, conduct surveys, or focus groups is like using a telescope to get a closer look at the customer needs and preferences. So let us proceed to the characteristics of environmental scanning. Imagine you are the chief executive officer of a major car company like Toyota. To stay ahead in the competitive auto industry, environmental scanning is very important. let's see how the characteristics of environmental scanning can be applied to the Toyota company. Continuous process, like always on the lookout. Toyota doesn't just scan the environment once. They constantly monitor the news, competitor strategies, customer trends. For example, they can track the rising gas prices to see if there is a growing demand for fuel-efficient vehicle. They can also do exploratory process like looking beyond the obvious. It's not just about the present. Toyota doesn't just focus on existing competitor. They might explore new technology like electric cars or self-driving vehicles, even if they are not in the mainstream yet. Dynamic process, like adapting to change. The external environment changes constantly. Maybe new government regulations on emissions are announced. Toyota needs to adopt its scanning process to understand the impact on their production and development. Holistic view, seeing the big picture. Toyota doesn't just look at one factor like the gas prices. They consider the complete picture, customer preferences, technological advancement, and global economic trends because they wanted to make better decisions for the future. And of course, we have the components of environmental scanning. Imagine you are the captain of the ship, just like the CEO of a major company like Apple. To navigate the vast seas of business successfully, you need to be aware of everything around you. This everything is the environment you need to scan, and it involves two main area. The inside of your sheet, the internal environmental components. These are the things that you have direct control. Your crew, human resources. These are the employees that are skilled and motivated. You need to know whether your employees are skilled and motivated. Apple invests heavily in training and employee satisfaction. Your supplies, the capital resources. Do you have the necessary equipment and facilities? Apple constantly upgrades its manufacturing process. Your navigation tools, technological resources. Are you using the latest technology for design and communication? Apple is known for its innovative product design and software development. It is really it is indeed a reality when we say that you don't buy Apple. You buy innovation. By understanding your internal strengths and weaknesses, you can make better decisions on how you will operate your ship, which is your business, effectively. The vast ocean around you is considered your external environment. These are the outside factors that you can't directly control, but they still affect your journey. Like the other ships, the microenvironment. Who are your competitors? Samsung and other smartphone companies are your key competitors, right? The current and winds, macro environment. What are the economic trends? A global economy might lead to increased demand for Apple products. New government regulations could impact production cost. Uncharted water, it could be emerging trends. What are the new technologies like virtual reality, artificial intelligence, algorithm? Apple needs to be aware of these emerging trends to stay ahead in the competition or to stay ahead in the game. Now, what are the techniques of environmental scanning? Well, imagine you are the captain of a ship, just like the CEO of a major company like Amazon. To navigate the ever-changing seas of business, you need special tools to scan your environment. These tools are called environmental scanning techniques. The first one is the SWOT analysis, the ever SWOT analysis. Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. This is like the taking stock of your ship, the company, and the surrounding waters, the environment. Strength, what does your company do well? Amazon, we can say strong brand recognition, efficient logistic network. What are the weaknesses? Those are the areas that your company can improve. For Amazon, it can be reliance on third-party sellers, potential for labor disputes, opportunity, like what new market or trend can you explore? Amazon, they can expand into healthcare or cloud computing services. Threats, what external challenges you might face. Amazon, changes in government regulations or increasing competition from other online retailers. Another is the pestle analysis. Political, economic, social, technological, and legal environmental factors. Political, how might government policy on trade or taxation impact your business? A company like Nike facing potential tariffs on imported goods due to political tensions. Economic, how does the overall economic climate affect your customer spending habit? A clothing retailer like Gap might see a decrease in sales during a recession. Social, what are the changing social trends and customer preferences? A company like Nestle might develop more plant-based products due to the growing trend towards veganism. Technological, how can new technologies help you improve your products or service? A bank like Wells Fargo might invest in online banking and mobile app development for customer convenience. Legal, are there any new laws or regulations that could affect your business practices? A social media platform like Facebook might need to adjust its data privacy policy to comply with new regulations. Environmental. How can you operate your business in a more sustainable way? A car manufacturer like Toyota might focus on developing electric or hybrid vehicle to reduce carbon emission. We also have the ETOP, like environmental threat opportunity profile. This technique is like focusing specifically on the potential dangers and promising possibilities in your environment. A fast food restaurant might identify rising food costs as a threat and explore new menu options to maintain profit margin. They might also see the growing demand for healthy options as an opportunity to introduce new salad or veggie burger options. Quest, quick environmental scanning technique. This approach emphasizes gathering information quickly and efficiently. A clothing store might conduct brief survey among their customer to understand their preferences for the upcoming season's trend. This can help them to adjust their inventory and marketing strategic and decisions quickly to meet customer demands. All right, so let's proceed to the process of environmental scanning. Scanning the horizon is just like environmental scanning. This is like looking out from your ship, which is your company, with a telescope. You're actively searching for factors that could affect your journey, which is your business. A toy company might scan new articles, competitor websites, industry report to see if there are any new trends in children's games or concerns about toy safety regulations. Monitoring, gathering the treasure. Now you need to collect more information about what you spotted. This is like sending out your crew, your researchers to gather the treasure, which is the data. The toy company might conduct surveys among parents, talk to the toy store owners, and analyze sales data to understand what kind of toys are more popular and what parents are looking for. Forecasting, predicting the weather. Like based on the information you've gathered, it's time to predict what might happen next. This is like studying the clouds, the data to forecast the weather or the future trends. Like the toy company might forecast that the popularity of educational toys will increase in the coming year, or that there might be stricter regulations on the use of materials in toy. And lastly, assessment, making a decision. Finally, it's time to make a decision on how to navigate based on the information that you have. Are these factors opportunities like new market or threats like rising production cost? The toy company might decide to develop a new line of educational toys to capitalize on the predicted trend. They might also need to adjust their manufacturing process to comply with any upcoming regulations. And lastly, importance of environmental scanning. Well, imagine you're a superhero, but your superpower isn't super strength of flying. Your superpower is just being super aware of your surrounding. This is exactly what environmental scanning is for businesses. Well, it helps them become more successful because of the goal accomplishment, like you reach your goal. Just like a superhero, you need to adopt their plan to defeat the villain. Businesses need to adapt to changes in the environment to reach their goal. Netflix used to be a DVD rental company, but with the rise of streaming services, they adopted by offering online movie, TV show streaming, keeping them at the forefront of entertainment. Threats and weakness identification. You are identifying your kryptonite. Every superhero has a weakness, and businesses have threats like new competition, weaknesses like outdated technology. Environmental scanning helps identify this. A traditional brick and mortar bookstore might identify online retailers like Amazon as a threat because this awareness allows them to develop strategies like offering unique in store experiences or faster delivery options to compete in the market. Future forecasts, like predicting the future, superheroes can sometimes predict danger. Environmental scanning really helps the business to do the same by analyzing and forecasting the future events. Like a car company, they might predict growing demand for electric vehicle due to the environmental concerns. These really allow them to invest in developing electric cars to be prepared for the future market. You know, China is actually number one when it comes to producing electric vehicles nowadays. Market knowledge, knowing the city, a superhero needs to know the city they have to protect. Environmental scanning helps businesses understand the ever changing market landscape. Like a clothing company, they might identify a growing trend towards sustainable fashion. This knowledge really allows them to offer eco friendly clothing line to cater customer preferences. Focus on the customer. You need to understand the people. Superheroes protect the people. Environmental scanning helps the business understand their customers' changing needs and expectations. Like a fast foods restaurant might identify growing demand for healthier options. This awareness really allowed them to offer new menu like salad or plant-based burger to keep customer happy. I just experienced this in Bohol when I went there because there is a specific restaurant that really offers, you know, healthy options when it comes to their food and their drinks. And finding hidden treasure is like opportunity identification. Superheroes are always looking for ways to help people. Environmental scanning helps business identify hidden opportunity in the environment. Like, for example, a bank might identify growing unbanked population. This presents opportunity for them to develop new financial products and services so they can reach this new market segment. All right? I think that concludes our discussion in external environment. Thank you, and I hope you have learned something new today. God bless all of you.